Spanish Grand Prix this weekend. Monaco, remember last weekend we talked about? It was a romp in the millionaires' playground for Lando Norris. But Oscar Piastri has beaten him to pole position this time around. What a battle. Big part of Five Live's coverage today of sports. And talking through all of this is someone who is passionate about two things: Spain and Formula One. That's exactly who I needed today. She works for FanAmp, which is it's not just Formula One, but when it comes to Formula One, it's at the heart of the fan base. So today is an absolutely huge day. I'm so excited that Claudia Ovejero has joined us this morning. Claudia, welcome to the programme.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yes. Listen, this is the thing, right? Yeah, Monaco, yada yada, we get it. Everyone gets excited about it. But you know Formula One, and most Formula One fans are going to go to say Monza. It's Monza. Monza's a bank. That would be weird for them to go there. They'll point out Monza, or they'll point out Silverstone. There's so many more tracks. So tell me about when it arrives in Barcelona, what's magic about this Spanish Grand Prix?
Look, I think the Spanish Grand Prix is special for so many reasons. I mean, it might not be the most challenging track on the circuit, but it's definitely a great one to see some overtaking. It's also great, I think, in terms of a fan perspective, where there are multiple grandstands where you can see so many of the different corners and see lots of cars on track. I also think it's amazing because why wouldn't you want to get a bite of paella or some sangria before the race and be able to really dive into Spanish culture, right? I mean, where else can you be, in a city next to the beach and like less than 2 hours away from the track? So lots of really amazing aspects on the fan side. I think the Spanish fans in particular really make the experience. I think Spain is a country that really lives, breathes sports. And I think we've gotten really lucky with so many incredible motorsport figures to root for, to watch, and to support. So I think one thing about Spain is you'll have sporting experiences you'll never forget.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, it's funny how we follow, if this makes sense, if it makes sense, Claudia, we follow our sporting heroes through their rise, through their success, and then through, of course, the end of their careers as well. And that sort of fall down when these new stars come through. How many times, do you know what I mean? How many times has tens of thousands of Spanish F1 fans cheered on Fernando Alonso to the two championships, to all sorts of podiums? Yet here we have it. Nil points. Sorry to go back to French, but no points this season so far. So there's a little bit of different magic today and seeing if he can get those first points on home soil, right?
Absolutely. I think everyone's really crossing their fingers. I mean, look, even for the average Spanish fan that may not be tuning into any other race on the Grand Prix calendar, we certainly are all tuning in to hopefully watch hometown hero Fernando Alonso score some points today. It would be a little bit delusional to say we're hoping for a podium or a win. We're always wishing for that, win to come after God knows how many years. But we know Barcelona is a lucky circuit for him. So we're really, really crossing our fingers here, like sitting on the edge of the sofa to see him get those points, hopefully.
Claudia, I'm one of those sports fans that I have the sports that I love and I give them a lot of time. Formula One isn't one of them. But when a tournament or a championship in, whether it's the rugby league or whether it's a Formula One or it's a golfing major or whatever, I am one of those. I run towards it. And one thing you need is you need it to be close. As a Formula One nut, that you'll have it thrown in your face in quite a lot of seasons. What's the point? It's over. I don't care wins the Constructors' Championship. What's the battle? Here we are, 3 points between Piastri and Norris. Max Verstappen won is at 20 points behind, which is nothing. 2 wins already. Russell sitting just short of 100 points. Battles all over the place. I think that competition and those fresh names as well pulls people in, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's been an amazing season for Formula One. Again, devastating for Fernando so far. And we've got a not so great start from Carlos Sainz in Spain specifically. But, for being in a Williams, he's been doing amazing with the team. And I think like the real competition is looking at all of the young drivers coming up. We've had some incredible years of watching Max Verstappen win and be absolutely dominant in the Red Bull, and the team's done an amazing job at that. I think today the real story will be watching how McLaren deals with having two really incredible, talented, young and fast drivers at the front, and how anybody else might be able to take advantage of any slip-ups that they make, because we're truly in critical timing for the championship, I think.
Now, listen, final question for you then. Bear in mind your job at FanAmp. Bear in mind your proud Spanishness. Is this your favourite Grand Prix of the year? Or if you were being totally honest with me this morning, Claudia, would you say, you know what, it's Monza? Or you know what, Silverstone?
You know what? I think all things in mind, I got to tell you it's Barcelona because, again, why wouldn't you want sun, beach, and sangria before the race? Come on.
Has to be the one. Listen, thank you for bringing it to life, and it is. The tournament is selling itself this year, which is good. The championship is doing that, and I feel myself being pulled toward it. So, Claudia, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Absolutely. Thank you. I hope everyone enjoys the race.
Brilliant. Thank you. Claudia Ovejero joining us. And she's, so proud of that. So proud of that. And she spends loads of time in Madrid as well. So there you go.